Right.
What are your expectations for that game?
Hearts of Lions is a very, very good side. We know that in this particular league, I think they've won one and they've drawn almost the rest of their games. I don't think they've lost yet. At Pando, they've only, I think, won one home game, and we want to try to go there and go and make a good impression of ourselves. We played them during the preseason, and they beat us 2-1 here in Accra. So we know the strength of the team. They're also led by a very good technical man. They play a high-speed counter-attacking football, and we want to go there and try to bring home the 3 points.
Playing at the Pando Sports Stadium has always been a difficult task for Vision FC. The best we've recorded is two draws. The first was 1-1 draw, and then the second was goalless draw somewhere in 2018, just before the Anas exposure. How are you eager to break that jinx, and what are the preparations you've put in place to make that happen?
Like I said from the beginning, I don't, I don't think I have a qualm with the kind of record that we have against them at Pando. They are a very, very strong side at home. They've got the home fans right behind them, and not being able to win there does not surprise me at all. But of course, in football, anything at all can happen. You're trained to go and pick the 3 points. Again, like I said, playing that friendly game has given me an idea of how they play. Apart from that, if I look at the games they've played this season, how they've played at home as well, it's also giving me a good idea. Very, very strong in the wide areas. If you give them the chance to cross balls and put balls in your area, aerially, they are very, very strong. If you allow their wingers to cut in, especially I think the right winger, he's got lots and lots of power. I think he wears the number 10 jersey. He's a left footer. If he cuts him, you allow him closer to the zone 14. He would really shoot, and he's got very good accuracy on. So first and foremost, I think that we need to stop the cross. We need to stop their cut-ins, and then we need to stop them running into our zone 14. Every time they do that, there's going to be lots of pressure. So we're going to try not to press them high. Use the middle press. Try to create space behind them, and rather catch them on the surprise. If we're able to get a goal or two, that'd be fantastic. But again, that would depend on my finishes as well. We have a huge problem in terms of putting the ball behind the net, and I know we're going to create opportunities like we did against Samatex, but in terms of being clinical in front of goal. So this whole week, everything that we've done has ended in finishing. We're hoping that our forward line will be able to replicate what they have done at in the training sessions, so that we'll be able to take Pando Heart of Lions by surprise. It'll be very, very nice to go out there and come out with a result. That'll be good. I know that then my boys is going to increase their confidence, and then everything they learn, they will know that when we go out there and we add a bit more belief in what we are doing, then of course we'll be able to come up with results.
Going into this game on the back of the home win, what or how is the morale in camp currently amongst the players?
I think it's good. Not being able to win at home was a huge, huge issue. To play 2 games, 6 points, come up with 2. For myself, I couldn't sleep. Going into that game, I needed a win. I spoke to the boys. I need you to play, perform well, but the 3 points was very, very important for me and for them as well. We needed to break that virginity, and we did. And we also now have to go to Pando and also go and break another virginity, which is very, very important. We haven't been able to get a win there. We need to go and try to get the win. But it's going to be a cautious approach. Once we have the ball, we'll go all out and express ourselves. Once we lose the ball, the theme is going to be organization. Block the spaces, block mid, press them wide, make sure they don't get into shooting zones, crossing zones, make sure that we shift well enough, press well enough to be able to have that advantage. And once we gain the ball, make the field bigger, play our game, the vision game that we've started. So I think that we're going to go all out and we're going to try that, everything possible, because this is going to mean a lot to me and to the boys as well.
You have a better away record this season. The last game you played away was ended in
A
2-1
defeat,
defeat
yeah.
to
Sometimes.
Summertex. I think from my point of view, or from how you saw it, it was as a result of basic defensive errors.
Right.
Going into another tough game on Saturday, what have you, or what are you going to do differently to at least pick a point there?
I mean, our training, we have really shaped up well in terms of our defensive structure. Now my fullbacks understand exactly what they need to do when ball is on one end. The last time we played against Heart of Lions, for example, in that friendly game, our right back forgot to shift. When the ball was on our left side, the left fullback went to press. The two centre backs shifted, and then the right fullback forgot to shift. So give them space within the zone 14, which they actually make good use of it. Again, per the goal that they got, second goal that they got against us. I think my defensive midfielder and then the goalkeeper caused the blunder. Ball came to him, he exposed it, they won it, and then again they shot to score. So we have worked on these pieces in terms of how to secure the ball, when to take a ball from the goalkeeper, how to be aware, make sure that your environment is safe before you receive the ball, the body shaping to receive the ball, and all of that. I think we worked on that. So we're going to go in with our goalkeeper plus +6 in terms of our build-up, and even in terms of our defense in and around our penalty area. We're going to go in with this, and once they are disciplined enough to be able to get the back four in line, get the two right in front of them, get the wingers coming in closer to the attacking midfielder, I think that will give us a good block in the middle, and then force Mando Heart of Lions wide. Once we are able to do that, force them wide and press them when they go wide, I think it will be very difficult for them to get closer to our box. But even when they get there, I think we should have a good net that all their shots are either blocked or it goes off target or something like that. And then when we get in front of their goal, make good use of it.
Any injury updates?
I think that for now, one of our centre backs, Suraj, he has I think a toe injury. I'm yet to get report from the physio whether he'll be able to play or not. But I believe that Suraj, as strong as he is, I know that Suraj is always going to come back. I think that we have Elijah. Yes, I think Elijah also has a hip problem or a back problem, so I think Elijah will be out. Another centre back, Habib, has also been sick, for a while. So I think these are the major injuries that we are much concerned about. We're hoping that they come back early so that we can have the core of our team. But I think that even if you put that aside, we still have a good core going to Mando Heart of Lions.
In training this week, I saw Agyemang involved in the whole sessions.
Mm-hmm.
In the last home game, we faced Nanakusi
Yeah.
from suspension.
Right.
Now he's back, and I believe in contention for the starting berth. Are we going to see a change of personnel with the inclusion or with the arrival of these players?
I mean, Nanakusi was out because of 3 yellow cards, so he was on suspension. But even apart from that, I think that he needed a rest after 4 solid games. Our GPS was telling us that he was overloaded, so even without that card, he was still going to be out for the last game. But I mean, he's had a good week off. He's trained well, so now Kusi comes back into the fold. For Frimpong, he's still recovering. He went from not doing anything at all to jogging, and then now he's been involved in team training. So still, he's out for this week, but we're hoping that probably another week or 2 he can come back into the fold. And the more people we get in that middle of the field, the more competition we'll create. I mean, we have players like Boache and Kusi and Kingsley, Frimpong. These are players, Nanase, Tofik, Nasiru. In our midfield, we are spoiled for choice. So, I mean, the competition that is there actually pushes our midfielders to work a bit more harder. And I think that they're doing really, really well. The last time that Kwesi was not around, Boachi was able to hold the fort. 1-1-0. He played really, really well defensively and attacking. He contributed in everything. So now that Kusi is back, his partnership with Boachi will be fantastic. And of course, we have Kingsley also on the sidelines waiting to get back in. And I know that he will do everything possible. Yesterday's training, he was working so hard and I loved it. And that is the Kingsley I know. So he's also pushing for a starting berth. And hopefully, they continue giving us these performances so that our midfield will be as solid as ever. But each and every individual is going to get his chance, opportunity to prove himself. So Frimpong is out, Kusi is back. We're hoping that they can go out there and then give us a very good result.
Any message to the team in fans of the club?
Yes, of course. We thank them very much for urging us on and pushing us to win our home game, our first home game. That was fantastic. The euphoria was great. I mean, even the drama during and after the game was amazing. I'm hoping that their reaction would push the team, will push the players and myself to do more. We want them to be happy. Like I said, they are the base of the team. Without the fans, there is no team. So we're always going to do our best to make sure that they smile. They should continue being behind us. They should continue pushing us, because that's exactly what we need. Once we have them, we know that we have people that we need to make happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.